about women empowerment. I mean, it's one of the things that I talked about with when bringing this topic into this group. I really respect women and their roles, and I think a woman's place can be in the NFL. And
Women in the NFL. This is a woman show, as you can see, all four dynamic women on the screen. And it wouldn't be a show without this segment. I'm telling you, women in the NFL, you get to learn something new every week from this show. And there's nobody better than Nicole to bring the women in the NFL.
That's right. I'm going to start off with um, everyone knows of one of the up and coming teams in the XFL. I'm talking the Seattle Dragons. That's right. That is one of the 8 teams currently in the XFL. So, what I recently went down into the rabbit hole, per se, is the XFL. And what you might ask is XFL, it's the Extreme Football League. So essentially, it's a brand new league focused on the fans themselves. And it's kind of been a green, what do you call that? Grassroots kind of pull and making it happen. So I just want to start off with a little bit of history on the XFL. Um, and just on April 6th, 2022 to 2000, no, the year 2022, last year, I guess, came out that sources close to the league had mentioned that it would be keeping their 5 teams in the original 2020 locations. And they went and ended up having legal battles. They ended up going bankrupt, mostly due because their opening seasons was kind of during COVID. And as we all know, a lot of businesses struggled with the pandemic and COVID. So um, all of a sudden, the clouds cleared and there was this person that came into view. And who came into view but a woman named Danny Garcia? Yes, Danny Garcia. You know the one I'm talking about. Well, she is a very, very powerful woman, and that is the woman in football sports we are talking about today. And the reason why I bring her up is because she is one of the first women in America to own and be either equal or major stakeholders in a sports franchise in the United States. So, yes, she is a big league high roller owner. And yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, a little bit about her history. Um, I don't want to say this, but I do have to mention that she is in a business partnership in owning the XFL with her ex-husband, Dwayne Johnson. That's right, The Rock. You know, the guy that goes like this? He's from wrestling, and then he ended up coming and becoming an actor. He starred in the films Jumanji, which actually, I don't know if you guys know this, that is actually one of her um, big blockbuster films that she produced. Was Jumanji with him starring in it. So not only have these guys have had a business relationship passed after they said, yes, we may not be in love. And that's okay. But to see them still living on as great business partners and going in and saying, there was an interview that was done with Forbes, and they interviewed her for a 26-minute long interview. And one of the main points I did write down was that the biggest positive surprises, she says, is the digital reach and the growth of our channels. And she talked about the grassroots movement, and the engagement level, she said, for the XFL is phenomenal. So it was her idea that she got Dwayne The Rock Johnson along and said, "Hey, what do you think of this amazing idea and opportunity to buy out the XFL?" And they went in with Johnny and they did it. So she says it's basically they want the engagement of the fans. It was made and created from the fans' perspective, and it's becoming quite a huge phenomenon that people talk about it. They said, what did you want to do next? And she says she has a fearless appetite she does not know. So
Ooh.
the moon is her oyster, as one could say. But she said the biggest sacrifice going into it was her bodybuilding career. So this came along from her love from the WWE. And I guess that's why with how The Rock Johnson, that's where he came from too. And she had to sacrifice her career for bodybuilding into going and doing this. So she has a very huge interest in the return investment in this XFL. And yeah, she is an athlete for life, she says. And I think she's a very huge, nice woman to be inspired. And yeah, she is ownership of, leads the ownership group alongside Dwayne and Jerry, the Cardinals Redbird Capital Partners. In doing that. So you guys, if you want to support and have some fun other than the teams and look at Seattle Dragons, go on and look at the XFL. That's it.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved it. Now that we all know, you got to go out and tell somebody, look this up, man. Spread the word. XFL. I did not know that I didn't know that she was married to him. I don't know why that didn't click to me, but when you mentioned it, I was like, they were married.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy. But great. That was absolutely great. And you're always going to learn about women in sports on this show with Nicole, man. That was absolutely awesome.
I love that. What a healthy grown-ups. Okay.
Mhm.
I love seeing where there's no acrimony. You know, he's married, she's married to other people. You know what I mean? She's remarried, he's remarried. No one's out there tripping, going, why? You know, I love that. Okay, I love that. And I forgot, you're right, that they met through WWE. Because if you see pictures of her, she may say she gave up bodybuilding, but she's still going to the gym because she looks amazing.
Yeah,
She does.
She is buff,
for sure.
like buff, like whoo, like, and she's Latina. Like, yes, I love it.
Yes.
She's not just a woman, she's Latina. She's out there kicking butt and breaking stereotypes, glass ceilings, and going. I love that she said that she's hungry. She doesn't know what she wants to do yet, but she's hungry. She has a hungry appetite for just growing. Because, you know, I love assertive, strong women. They're like, you know, men are out here buying up businesses. Why not me? Good.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing Danny to us.
Absolutely. Danny Garcia.
Now we know. Now we know the information. I think that was awesome. Absolutely.